Hi everyone, it's Maggie and I'm here with a project share. I finally finished a fabric book I've been working on for quite a while now, and I wanted to share it with you, but I apologize for the way I am filming this, as it became larger than I thought it would, and I just can't film it at my desk. So just bear with me, please. I'm holding the camera and I'm going to try to keep it as steady as I can. I started off, and this is for all you newbies that are thinking of making a fabric book, just keep in mind the size. I started off with this, which is approximately 5.5 by 8, and it progressed to, I believe, 8 by, it might even be by 10.5, I'm not sure. But as you can see, let me pull out a little bit. You can see it's pretty big. But anyways, I think it came out pretty good. So I'll show you the highlights. I can't show you all the details or we'll be here for a while. But basically, this is the cover, and I love this photo. I've used it, image I should say. I've used it before in wall hangings, and I wanted it for the cover of this book. Now, it did start out as what I showed you, the book that I sewed together with muslin and batting, and I then covered it all with pieces of vintage curtains. And some of them you'll see more of than others, but the whole, cover of it, and let me put it on the back because that will show you better. This is the back, and this is a curtain piece, and this is what's on the front, but because of what I did, you really can't see it. So I guess I'll show you the back cover first. So this is the curtain piece, and then I added I added 3 laces right up here, all along the top, the bottom, and the sides. And these are all vintage laces. Actually, this one I think might even be an antique, and it's in very shabby condition, but it's very soft, and I just loved it, and I wanted to add it to the book. So mostly everything in here, in this book, except for embellishing, are vintage pieces. And then on the bottom, this is the bottom of the curtain. I just added this trim here just to finish it off. All right, let me turn it back to the front now. Let me put it down a little. All right, so the next thing I did was, after I added these trims, I covered it with a huge rectangle type of doily, and I kitty-cornered it. And then I added the image, and it's got some batting in between. Then I covered around the image with, there's a trim under here, and then I added these flowers. So you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. I added this little piece to look like her necklace. Here's a bridal applique. I made this flower, and there's a rhinestone piece in the middle. But the flower became so dimensional, it's kind of hard to see. And then this is a flower applique, and I cut in half and added the 2 pieces there. And then up here in the corner, there's another one of those flowers. I actually added a bead to this one, and then I made 2 small flowers with just the connectors to different doily pieces. And then I added flat back pearls in the middle of those. And then here is a rose dangle applique that I added my clay flowers to. And over here is another flower dangle applique. I added the larger white and pink clay flowers. And then this little heart piece, Olivia sent to me. She sent me a bunch of those, and I love them, and I put it in the middle like as a flower center. And then there's rows of dangles. There's this dangle. This dangle here I added to a couple of them hanging down for some color. I added some more clay flowers. And there's just, you can see there's just tons of dangles on there. All right, so we go inside. And then the first page is a pocket page. And I added this beautiful beaded trim to the top of the pocket. I added flat back pearls around, and then these little, I think I'm not sure if they're acrylic or not, but it was a trim that I just cut the individual pieces off of. So I added those in the corner. And then down below this dangle piece here, I added clay flowers and the rhinestone and acrylic flowers. So you can see, let me see if I can lift it up a little more. You can see. And underneath there's just the usual, dangles. And then here's an image page. Let me pull out a little bit, and I'll go back in. And there's more pieces of vintage trim all around. I went all around it. Here's that trim that I had showed you earlier, and I went all around the square. And then I added this lace to make a circle, and then I added this trim, ruffle trim with the pearls over that. The image is another image that I put batting in all the images to give it a little dimension. And then I added these ribbon flowers down the bottom. Here's a different flower dangle piece, and I added, this is from Amy's store, Shabby Chic Boutique. I love that, and the color was perfect. So I added that to the middle. And then on the front dangle, I added these pink acrylic and rhinestone flowers here, and in the middle. And that's basically all I did to that page. Okay, and then here's two more images. And this piece I put around here, this is all curtain. This is a curtain here. And I put it on both sides, across, and then down. And I added different flat back pearls to all the little flowers that were on the curtain. Okay, so this one, here's the image. I just love that. I added this trim around the image after adding a couple of different doilies. I wanted this to also be a doily book besides a fabric book. There's doilies on each page that are underneath each image. And then I added the lavender clay flowers around that. This front dangle piece here, I added more rhinestone and acrylic and clay flowers in pink and white. And then you can see here's a curtain. That's another piece of curtain. And there's the dangles. And then here's the image for this page. I love this peachy color that was in her hair. This flower was gifted to me by Amy, and it just went perfect. And then I added this applique piece here with more clay and acrylic flowers with rhinestones. Here's a ribbon in the corner. This is a trim that I cut up to partially frame her. Here's a heart applique. Here's some more ribbon flowers under another flower trim, a peach flower trim. And then that's it for that page. I hope you're getting, I won't know till I look back, but I hope this is okay, that you're able to see what I've done. Okay, here's the next image. I love this one too. And this one, I added a couple of doilies in the back. Here's a trim that I added around. I made another doily flower with a rhinestone flower center. And then this trim I put across the bottom. I added flat back pearls around the image. And then there's some different types of acrylic flowers and pearl pieces. And then there's some more dangle. Here's another curtain piece. I added a lot of curtain pieces to this. And then the last page, I didn't do a flower page. I did another pocket page. I wanted a pocket page at the very beginning and at the very end. And I made it the same way, except I used a different trim going across here. And I added some appliques and some clay flowers. And here's the same trim that I used on the other one, only I left this in the off-white. The other one I had tea-dyed with the green tea. And I used different flat-back pearls and clay flowers for the middle of the flowers on this one. So there you can see. And then we're back to the back cover. So this is it. I know it's, I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see. It's pretty big. And I'm sorry I had to film it on a chair, but I just couldn't do it any other way. So I hope you like it. It did take me a long time to make, and I haven't made a fabric book like this in a really long time, and I did want to make another one. So leave me a comment if you'd like. Let me know what you think, and I will see you again soon with another project share. Bye for now.